Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Crawley.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. First, we have the Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 1-24. Resolution electing the President of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners for the 2024 term of the Board.
I nominate Commissioner Kevin L. Boyce to serve as President of the Board of Commissioners for the year of 2024.
Is there a second? No, I'm just kidding. Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 1-24 has been adopted.
All right, thank you. Do we take a break now? Do you want to make the moves, or?
So Commissioner Boyce, Commissioner Crawley will move, and you will second until Commissioner Brady arrives.
Okay.
With
All
the
right.
next agenda.
All right, great. Keep moving then. First, community partnerships.
Resolution number 2-24. Resolution authorizing a one-year agreement with Columbus Public Health to provide treatment and services to individuals with tuberculosis and operate a tuberculosis clinic for residents of Franklin County in the amount of $2,250,000.
Good morning and Happy New Year, Commissioners and County
New Year.
Administration. Brittany Hilliard, Community Partnership Coordinator. It's odd to be the first one, but exciting. This resolution will provide a community partnership grant funding to Columbus Public Health in the amount of $2,250,000 to support their Ben Franklin TB program. Columbus Public Health serves as a local authority for all aspects TB surveillance, medical management, and prevention and control of Franklin County, as specified under the Ohio Revised Code 339.71-339.89. Columbus Public Health Department provides oversight and intensive clinical case management for all active tuberculosis patients who reside in Franklin County. If there are no questions or comments, we respectfully ask for the approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 2-24.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 2-24 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Next, economic development and planning.
Resolution number 3-24. Review of petition to annex 0.479 acres, more or less, from Franklin Township to the City of Columbus, case number ANX-51-23.
Good morning, Commissioners, staff. Happy New Year, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Emmanuel Torres. I'm Assistant Director of Economic Development and Planning. And this resolution, as previously stated, is to consider case number ANX 5123, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of approximately 0.479 acres from Franklin Township to the City of Columbus. The site is located at 4161 on Garrow Drive, parcel ID number 142000020. The total perimeter of the site is approximately 609.61 feet, of which approximately 54.12% is contiguous to the City of Columbus. The applicant has met all statutory requirements outlined in Section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code. The applicant has provided proof of notification and timeline and has provided an ordinance from the City of Columbus identifying the services that will be provided once the annexation has been approved, and a statement regarding possible incompatible land uses and zoning buffer. That ordinance number 3384-2023 was passed by the City of Columbus on December 4th, 2023. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 3-24.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 3-24 has been adopted. Resolution number 4-24. Review of petition to annex 8.938 acres, more or less, from Hamilton Township to the City of Obetz, case number ANX-52-23.
This next resolution, as just mentioned, it's considering case number ANX 5223. It's also an expedited Type 2 annexation petition for approximately 8.938 acres from Hamilton Township to the City of Obetz. The site is located at 2695 Bixby Road and 2715 Bixby Road. Respectively, their parcel ID numbers are 150-009-792 and 150-000-794. The total perimeter of the site is approximately 2,816 feet, of which approximately 84% is contiguous to the city of Obetz. The applicant has met all statutory requirements outlined in Section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code. The applicant has provided proof and notification and timeline, and has provided an ordinance from the city of Obetz identifying the services that will be provided once the annexation has been approved, and a statement regarding possible incompatible land uses and zoning buffer. Ordinance number 53-23 was passed by the city of Obetz on December 11, 2023. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 4-24.
Second. They just haven't switched it yet.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes,
Resolution number 4-24 has been adopted. Resolution number 5-24, resolution to adjust the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the city of Columbus, case number ANX-55-23.
This last resolution will allow for the adjustment of the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the city of Columbus in an area of Blendon Township previously annexed to the city. The parcel, ID number 150-000-792, is a utility parcel overlapping the city of Columbus and Blendon Township. The city of Columbus and Blendon Township entered into an annexation agreement on November 29th of 2023. Under the terms of that annexation agreement, any utility parcels overlapping the two jurisdictions may be conformed to Montgomery County and excluded from Blendon Township. City of Columbus Ordinance Number 2775-2023 authorized the submission of this petition to the Board of Franklin County Commissioners. The petition has been filed in accordance with Section 503.07 of the Ohio Revised Code. Furthermore, the Ohio Revised Code, Section 503.07 states, in part, that the board, on presentation of such petition with the proceedings of the legislative authority authenticated at a regular or adjourned session, shall, upon the petition of a city, change the boundaries of the township. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
I have a question. It's not really, it's a question and a comment. Are you adding some additional language? Because I feel like our annexations usually go a little bit faster, but just wondering if there's some additional information. I was like, this is different, but it's a new year, so we can always switch up the process.
So I'm learning a lot about the process.
Because you didn't do annexations. Well,
I've done upon
Yeah, you'd have.
request, maybe a
Discharge it.
couple,
Just-
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
discharge it.
the last round, mid-December, we had several, and so the language was very much condensed. I sought out advice from the clerk's office, and they explained to me, please share this documentation.
Okay, perfect.
And-
Okay.
And when we do annexations to Montgomery Townships, it's also kind of a special and unique situation because Montgomery Township's just a paper
I
township.
know. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes historically, since I've been here anyway, sometimes we explain to the public why we do this interesting one because, it's just different than all the others. So maybe that's.
No, I felt the same way for the city of Columbus and the city of Betts. But again, I'm good. It's a new year. If there are no additional comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 5-24.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting.
Oh, sorry.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes. You've taken too long, so I just
And
I know
if
that's
I-
the theme today, but I Thought I'd jump in there.
I was busy bringing my Browns flag in for,
If I
bet you
may,
were, sir.
returning it to
Oh, my
TC and
gosh.
Bivens down there. Since
Commissioner Crawley,
It
if
was-
I may,
it was
I
up to
will
the House.
continue to look for ways to condense the language going forward.
No, it's cool. Thank you.
Actually,
We've been
thank
talking
you.
about brevity for in a few of the resolutions, but not to single you out. But I was just like, this is going a little bit longer.
So Commissioners, we do have,
If I could, though,
Yes.
'cause I do think there's actually a serious point there, and that's, keep in mind that because we have briefings, and that's what the purpose of briefings is, when we're here, is pretty much summary. But we do want to, Commissioner Grady's point, we do want the public to make sure they understand, but the briefings are also public. And so, it's kind of redundant to go in detail because in here, the day is usually busy. We're trying to get through. So maybe we'll send something out to all the directors just saying, like, for the actual session, let's zero in on the actual action of the resolution versus the depth. And maybe that's what we'll spend our time in briefings doing. I think that's the point that was being made.
And with the holiday, we didn't have a briefing last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Nope,
So
not at all.
Yeah.
No. But
So-
okay.
purchasing.
sorry, Commissioners,
Oh,
we
did
haven't finished
Did we not
voting.
vote?
So Commissioner Crawley moved and Commissioner Boyce, you seconded. So moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 5-24 has been adopted.
Purchasing.
Resolution number 6-24, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $130,872,470.67.
Good morning, Commissioners, and Happy New Year to everyone. Megan Perry Valenier, Director of Purchasing. Today, I'm presenting to you the first PO resolution of 2024. As a reminder, the first few PO resolutions each January are much larger in PO quantity and dollar value relative to those presented throughout the remainder of the year. To briefly explain, at the end of each fiscal year, the County Auditor's Office closes all open purchase orders. Agencies then must open new POs at the beginning of the next fiscal year. It's important to note that these encumbrances are, in many cases, for budgeted costs that will be spread over the 12 months of 2024, including, for example, approved construction contracts, utilities, appointed counsel fees, postage, or costs for various agency programs. With that said, the resolution before you requests your approval of 303 purchase orders for which the county auditor has pre-certified available funding. Pending any questions, Commissioners, I request your approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 6-24.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 6-24 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 7-24, resolution authorizing policies and procedures for the approval of certain subscriptions and leases of equipment.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Telerik with the Office of Management and Budget. This resolution would extend the authority originally granted by the Board in Resolution 285-22. Similar to the previous resolution, a purchase order would need to be approved by the Board of Commissioners prior to the signing of any subscription or lease by the County Administrator. Those terms and conditions would have to be approved to form by the Prosecuting Attorney's Office. The subscription or lease would not include any personal services or items required under competitive bidding, and would be considered routine. Two minor differences from the last resolution: the threshold for leases was increased to $40,000 to align with the 3 quotes from the new purchasing policy that was approved last year, and then also in line with the no-cost extension resolution. The clerk would provide updates each month on any subscriptions or leases signed under this resolution through journalization. Pending any question, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 7-24.
second,
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 7-24 has been adopted. Resolution number 8-24, resolution authorizing a consulting services contract with Franklin Hirsch to support the County Hospital Commission of Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this resolution would authorize a contract in the amount of $16,000, which is the same amount that was last year's contract for Franklin Hirsch to continue serving as administrative counsel for the County Hospital Commission. Pending any question, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
I have a question.
Yep.
Isn't Frank Hirsch on the, oh, this is Frank Hirsch. Isn't he on the board, or he's not on the board?
No, he serves as administrative counsel and
For
on
the-
behalf for the board.
For the board. Oh,
Yep.
okay. If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 8-24.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 8-24 has been adopted. Resolution number 9-24, resolution authorizing amendments to the agreements for legal services with H. Tim Merkel and Gary S. Schroyer to serve as special assistants to the prosecuting attorney.
Commissioners, previously, the board approved Resolution 831-21 to authorize amendments for the contracts to be signed by the prosecuting attorney for these contracts for special assistants. This resolution would authorize the county administrator to assign any future extensions related to any need for special counsel. Pending any questions, would ask for approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 9-24.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 9-24 has been adopted. Resolution number 10-24, resolution authorizing an application to the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas for employment of McDaniel Law LLC and a contract to serve as legal counsel regarding labor relation matters.
And this resolution, Commissioners, would allow Jennifer McDaniel, attorney at law, to continue representing the county in workers' compensation matters. Ms. McDaniel was with Ice Miller. She's now moving to McDaniel Law LLC, and this resolution will be required for Ms. McDaniel to continue to represent the county in these matters.
And Commissioners, if I could add, Chris Long, Deputy County Administrator, Ice Miller is supportive of this and recommended this partnership to move forward.
Who's the person?
Jennifer McDaniel, she has done a number of our Bureau of Workers' Compensation cases in addition to work directly with the prosecuting attorney's office, and she will continue to work in partnership with Ice Miller. So Ice Miller is supportive, and Ice Miller continues to hold the contract on your behalf on labor relations matters as a whole.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 10-24.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 10-24 has been adopted.
All right. Are there any generalizations?
There are not.
All right. Well, that concludes our meeting, our first meeting of the year, and I'll see you next Tuesday.
Happy New
See you
Year.
Thursday.
Happy New Year, everyone.